Hello everybody, this is Uncle E back with Social Media Book Club, Readers Are Leaders. Now if you ask any successful person out there, they will agree on this one thing, that if you want to be successful, you should read. That's exactly what we're doing here, is we're going through the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. And you know what they say, if you put it in the book, no one will ever find it. But we're like reading Rainbow. Take a look, it's in the book. And so we're on to law number 21 from the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. And if you take anything away from today's reading, just drop your thoughts in the comments below. Law number 21, let us begin. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. Judgment. No one likes feeling stupider than the next person. The trick then is to make your victims feel smart, and not just smart, but smarter than you are. Once convinced of this, they will never suspect that you may have ulterior motives. Keys to power. The feeling that someone else is more intelligent than we are is almost intolerable. We usually try to justify it in different ways. He only has book knowledge, whereas I have real knowledge. Her parents paid for her to get a good education. If my parents had as much money, if I had been as privileged, he's not as smart as he thinks. Last but not least, she may know her narrow little field better than I do, but beyond that, she's really not smart at all. Even Einstein was a boob outside physics. Given how much the idea of intelligence is to most people's vanity, it is critical never inadvertently to insult or impugn a person's brain power. That is an unforgivable sin. But if you can make this iron rule work for you, it opens up all sorts of avenues of deception. Subliminally reassure people that they are more intelligent than you are, and even that you are a bit of a moron, and you can run rings around them. The feeling of intellectual superiority you give them will disarm their suspicious muscles. In 1865, the Prussian Chancellor Otto von Bismarck wanted Austria to sign a certain treaty. The treaty was totally in the interest of Prussia and against the interests of Austria, and Bismarck would have to strategize to get the Austrians to agree to it. But the Austrian negotiator, Count Blome, was an avid card player. His particular game was queens, and often said that he could judge a man's character by the way he played queens. Bismarck knew of this saying of Blome's. The night before the negotiations were to begin, Bismarck innocently engaged Blome in a game of queens. The Prussian would later write, "That was the very last time I ever played queens. I played so recklessly that everyone was astonished. I lost several thousand thalers, the currency of the time, and I succeeded in fooling Blome. For he believed me to be more venturesome than I am, and I gave way. Besides appearing reckless, Bismarck also played the witless fool, saying ridiculous things and bumbling about with a surplus of nervous energy. All of this made Blome feel he had gathered valuable information. He knew that Bismarck was aggressive. The Prussian already had that reputation, and the way he played had confirmed it. An aggressive man, Blome knew, can be foolish and rash. Accordingly, when the time came to sign the treaty, Blome thought he had the advantage. A heedless fool like Bismarck, he thought, is incapable of cold-blooded calculation and deception, so he only glanced at the treaty before signing it. He failed to read the fine print. As soon as the ink was dry, a joyous Bismarck exclaimed in his face, "Well, I could have never believed that I should find an Austrian diplomat willing to sign that document." The Chinese have a phrase, masquerading as a swine to kill the tiger. This refers to an ancient hunting technique in which the hunter clothes himself in the hide and snout of a pig and mimics its grunting. The mighty tiger thinks a pig is coming his way and lets it get close, savoring the prospect of an easy meal. But it is the hunter who has the last laugh. Masquerading as a swine works wonders on those who, like tigers, are arrogant and overconfident. The easier they think it is to prey on you, the more easily you can turn the tables. This trick is also useful if you are ambitious yet find yourself low in the hierarchy. Appearing less intelligent than you are, even a bit of a fool, is the perfect disguise. Look like a harmless pig and no one will believe you harbor dangerous ambitions. They may even promote you since you seem so likable and subservient. Claudius before he became Emperor of Rome, and the Prince of France, who later became Louis XIII, used this tactic when those above them suspected they might have designs on the throne. By playing the fool, as young men, they were left alone. When the time came for them to strike and to act with vigor and decisiveness, they caught everyone off guard. Intelligence is the obvious quality to downplay, but why stop there? Taste and sophistication rank close to intelligence on the vanity scale. Make people feel like they are more sophisticated than you are, and their guard will come down. As Arnold and Slack knew, an air of complete naivety can work wonders. Those fancy airs were laughing at them behind their backs, but who laughed loudest in the end? In general, then, always make people believe they are smarter and more sophisticated than you are. They will keep you around because you make them feel better about themselves. And the longer you are around, the more opportunities you will have to deceive them. Man, I've seen this play out a lot. Oh man, this is law number 21 from the 48 Laws of Power. Again, if you took anything away from today's reading, just leave your thoughts in the comments below. This is Uncle E saying, I'm out, and you've got the power.